Hey everybody, it's Nico Iona with Gypsy Juice Intuitive Tarot, and I'm officially making the jump as of today. Reconvene myself a little bit over to YouTube. Gonna keep my Facebook template I've had going on with these spirit animal collective energy readings. So you're choosing a card. What I do is I draw a couple cards out of this deck. You pick which one you like the colors of, whichever one you are intuitively drawn to. You might be intuitively drawn to both. Little parts of both cards might jump out at you. In that case, little bits of the reading, each reading, because I'm going to do two separate readings, will probably resonate with you in different ways. So these are general collective energy readings. I've been having tons of fun with them, and I'm taking it to the next step, taking it to the next level. I even got myself a microphone and stuff. So yeah, I'm having a great time. And the feedback I've gotten both privately and publicly has been amazing. So here we go. I'm gonna continue the journey on this. So here we go. I got this painting deck. Gonna draw two of these suckers. And okay. Here we go. Here's our first one. What else we got? Okay, that one hasn't come out before. I was wondering when that guy was gonna show his face. Let's see what he has to say. One more, please. Oh, here we go. Oh, I freaking knew it. Dude. Okay. All right, so we've got... I just say this because it's been popping up everywhere. There was this creepy statue that I saw, yesterday? And it was creepy. It was beautiful. It was over in the Denver West area. Statue's probably been there for years, but it was one of these guys, owl. And then we've got the wolf. So owl and wolf, and take a few factors in mind with these. We've got these purple, fiery, all these colors up here. We got the moon in there, some lunar energy going on, and then we got this. Is that a dream catcher he's wearing? So anyway, yeah. Take which animal. There might be one that's speaking really strongly to you. Maybe both do. If you have spirit animals, cool. Maybe they're both on your totem, maybe not. Maybe one or the other. If you don't, that's okay. Just pick which painting you like better, or, listen to both messages. In fact, watch the whole video. Please, watch the whole video. That's a good idea. So the owl... Okay, so this is a lot to do with magic, alchemy. That's the classic meanings behind the owl. This card says sexual energy, darkness, and liberation. So nocturnal bird, strongly associated with the moon and the feminine energy. The moon. So that illumination, we're all about that. And then we get the wolf, which is the pathfinder. The old saying, the lone wolf, right? It's kind of your own teacher. You're able to follow your own path. You're able to blaze your own trail, if you will. And this one, on this card, it says creation, healing, and purification. Depicted as the villain in many cultures. Or sometimes a trickster as well, cousin of the coyote, after all. But they are mostly, in most cultures, a very positive animal, a hero, a creator. What have you. It's a really powerful spirit animal. They're beautiful. I love the wolves. It's not really one, it is one I resonate with, but it's just one I've had mixed feelings about, I suppose, but not to sour you on that, but there we go. So we got the owl and the wolf. I'm going to start out with the owl here. It was the top card after all. So pretty purple owl. We've got, a lot of the time this is associated with black magic sometimes. So just a news flash to people who might be, kind of new to the world of spirituality. Black magic, that's a real thing. People are practicing it. They only show you one aspect of them. Whoa, that really jumped out. One aspect of themselves, what they want you to see. You don't really know what people are doing behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just, there's your first message. Magic, ritualism, energy is real. Where energy with belief is directed, it's powerful. Okay, so I guess that's really all I have to say about that. It's just be aware of that. Be understanding that people only... Okay, there we go. The devil. All right, so this could also represent bondage. Bondage that you may have chosen to not... So see how this man and woman down here are chained up to his little throne? And in most decks, the chains are kind of put on them sort of loosely. So they're choosing to be there, kind of reclined back, not wanting to leave because they're comfortable, they're fat and happy, sort of like, the whole, oh man, I don't even want to get into it, like the mainstream society, make them fat and happy and, you're not going to have any problems. Well-fed slaves aren't going to rebel, right? So it's sort of maybe you need to open your eyes to something you might be in bondage to that you don't even, that might not even be in the forefront of your consciousness right now. It's just, it might be something that's unhealthy, that's bonding you. It might be someone around you too. So let's get a little further into this. Let's crack into this reading a little more. I don't want to do that. Oh, well, it jumped out. So, okay. We got a bittersweet message here. So yeah, so whatever you're going to be coming to the realization about, whatever this devil energy is, and I started off the reading with black magic, so obviously that was an accurate channeling. And it doesn't necessarily have to be black magic, but and black magic can be something as simple as someone with bad intent. And it even could be you having bad intent, letting that eat you alive. So, stewing on something that's not healthy, that's just spiraling into this place of negativity, I suppose you could say. But so we've got this this bittersweet message. So it might be a relief to come to terms with this. You might be able to kind of see the light, if you will, see the light. And figure it out and just kind of separate yourself from it. And we're all about releasing ourselves from that bondage. So the bitter part could be like, man, I spent all this time on a mistake. But listen to me. Don't keep making a mistake just because you spent a lot of time on it. It's still, you can always still walk away, and it's that's been a big lesson for me time and time again. It's just, again, it's just, shoot, I got brought to the cards because of stuff going on in my life. That's why you watch stuff like this, right? It's guidance. It's good. So here we go. Yeah, again, geez Louise. Oh man, owls. Holy cow, you guys. Okay, so I'm wanting to turn this reading around, but you're not letting yourself move on from something. There's been a deep sorrow that's been caused by something very dark, very energy draining. And it just some negative, it's been a negative energy vacuum. So it's something that obviously, and this is what the devil card is all about, this always has to do with some kind of addiction. And it could be any kind of addiction. It could even be a person. It could be gambling. It could be alcohol. It could even be weed. I mean, I've known so many, being in Colorado, holy wow. Okay, so, anything overdone gets to be unhealthy. If it's taking away from your life, it's going to be, so there's something that you're not able to move on from right now. You're hanging on to it. It's an unhealthy habit. It's an unhealthy behavior. It's not doing you any good. Let me pull another card too, because this could come out another way. I just want to say, and this could be someone around you too that's just dragging you down. That's just an energy that, that they're in your life very heavily, and you have to remember that the company you keep is you becoming. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you, but it could be just a message that, hey, there's somebody in your energy field that is completely rubbing off on you too. So there we go. Okay. You feel like you don't have any other options. This is the card of options, the 7 of Cups, 7 of Stones. You're overwhelmed with that. Just, I don't have any other choice. I don't. No, you do. You always have another choice. It might take a little while, but you can't let yourself get in a mental trap of, oh, I'm trapped here. I'm in a cage. There's nothing I can do. I'm just a bird in a cage. I just can't. I'm an owl in a cage. Poor little owl. Oh, well, can't get out. Yeah, you can. I mean, it's just, you're not allowing yourself to see other options is what this is saying. It's just, you're so stuck on this thing, this addiction, this something that's dragging you into this negative Hoover vacuum. And you're not even willing to see a way out. Do you see what I'm saying? This is moving on from sorrow. This is moving on from deep sorrow, and you need to move on. You cannot sit there and stew in it, my friends. It's just, you have other options. You do. It's just you gotta be willing to see them. You cannot be in that mind trap of I don't have any other choice. And it's easy, you know, when the mind is set on something and it wants to believe in something, it will gather validation. It will gather reasons to make you believe all of that. All right? So, but you got to step outside of that frame. The whole picture is only shown to those who are willing to step outside of the frame. You got to be brave. You got to be brave. Owls. And owls, so the spirit totem, if this is a spirit animal of yours, or if you don't know or whatever, it's the ability to see the whole truth. It's the ability to look beyond preconceived notions, what other people have drilled into your head, what you've been taught all your life, and it's the ability to see the whole truth. Okay, so it's Athena. I always go back to this tale with Athena with her owl that sits on her shoulder, because no human can see the whole truth, but the owl whispered in her ear and told her the other half of the truth. So she was able to be, you know, a solid judge, kind of like whatever, I guess Lady Liberty, whatever that, well, however you want to take it. But it's just so this is kind of a wake up call, owls. I'm just seeing there's something that you're in a trap, and it's because you're telling yourself you're trapped. That's all I can say about that. You're not trapped. You're not trapped. Let's pull one more card. Two more cards. I got this spirit animal deck, or the medicine cards. Sorry. Okay. Yep. Gosh. Jeez, guys. Okay, the ugly duckling is not turning into the swan because you're not seeing your other options. You need to come out of this with grace, okay? So let's get an advice card, because the swan is all about, you know, going down into this deep, dark night of the soul and then emerging. So you've been going through some stuff, all right? You've been going through some stuff with it. This, whatever this is, has cost you. It has cost you dearly. You have paid in much pain. All right. It's been a painful experience. And with that, and I'm not lecturing you about it. It's how it was supposed to go. Everything is how it was supposed to go. However, it's time to turn this train around. Try to flip the bitch, baby. It's time to flip it. So what we got? Victim mentality. Okay, so whatever this is, I just don't know. It's this victim thing. This card is all about seeing yourself as a victim, seeing yourself as trapped. This is just, I feel like I'm a broken record here, going around and around with this reading. And I don't mean for it to be so negative. But you have got to emerge from something. There is something you need to come to terms with and leave behind. It is time to leave something behind. But leave what behind? It is a general reading, so I'm just going to pull one more card just because I just feel like it's so vague. But leave what behind, please, Spirit? What do these owls need to leave behind? You think things are working against you. You can't have that mindset. This is still generalized. I still feel like it's vague, but things aren't working against you. This is, you know, your thoughts become your actions are your habits, your character, then this turns into your reality. You have got to find some way to squelch out those negative thoughts when they begin of I'm trapped, I'm a victim. Oh, I can't possibly rise up from this. You can rise up from freaking anything, you guys. Anything. Trust me. You will rise up. It's inevitable. You know, I'm just gonna leave that there. So owls, guys, you need to leave something behind, something that's been just draining your energy, that hasn't been serving you. What you have to leave behind, what doesn't help you evolve, period. And you know what that is. I know you know what that is right now. If you picked that card and you've been listening to this reading and you got this far, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you need to walk away. You need to first change your mindset, and then you need to give up whatever this toxic, bad habit was, okay? And because the only way you're going to turn into that swan from you know, feeling your insides like an ugly duckling, like you're never gonna become that butterfly, you're never gonna break out of that cocoon. You will. You have to see your options. You have to open your eyes to your options and be open to them. Don't be putting your hand up. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want anything to do with that. and you know it's good for you, yeah, you have to participate. You have to participate in what you know you need to participate in. That's all I gotta say. Let's move on to the wolves. The wolves. Wolves. Look at him. He's pretty. So, Mr. Wolf. Big bad wolf. Is pretty cool. So, it's funny because wolves run in packs, but they're also famous for being the lone wolf. So, I'm interested in seeing where this reading is going to go for us. So, let's see. Wolves, please. Spirit, give me some messages from my wolves. Okay, all right. All right, okay. We need to stop flailing around here. We're raising up in consciousness. We're coming to new understandings. This is like shooting out a bunch of ideas, spreading your energy very thin. Or it could even be, since this card came out in inverse, a lack of even wanting to try for some of you. But I'm getting here that this is more of a I'm frantically batting at everything. I'm kind of frustrated right now, so I'm moving as fast as I can. But this is kind of a message to be still and come to terms with what the universe is trying to tell you, what your guides are trying to tell you, what your higher self is trying to get through to you and say. All right? See all your higher selves there? There they are. So yeah, they're trying to get through to you, and there's some kind of blockage with that. So what kind of blockage? What kind of blockage, Spirit? What kind of blockage are we talking about that we need to work on to let the higher self get through from my wolves? All right. So 3 of Cups in verse. Okay, so there's something you're not recognizing with emotionally. Emotionally, and a lot of the time this card, a lot of readers read this card as a third party situation. But with this reverse eight of bones or 8 of wands here, I'm kind of seeing you're not making up your mind about something. You're sort of just, yeah, it's like you're kind of just too in a mental loop, in so much confusion that you can't even clear your head enough to see what you want emotionally. You can't even come to terms with that. And it's sort of getting to a comfortable place emotionally is what I'm seeing here with a combination of these cards. So this is getting to a place where you're so comfortable with yourself that you're able to reveal yourself emotionally to whoever you might be around, be that acquaintances, a coworker, a relationship, an intimate partner. It doesn't matter. You need to be able to be yourself and be authentic across the board right now. That's your main message from your higher self right now, wolves. It's sort of it's an encouragement to shed this mask that you're switching out masks all the time. You don't need to do that. That's who you are. You need to get more down to the center of the center of the center of who you actually authentically are. Because it doesn't matter what mask you're putting on. People ain't going to like you anyway. So you might as well be yourself. All right? And I'm not saying not everybody's going to like you. It's the right people. The right people will be gravitating toward you when you are yourself. So it's, don't take any crap off of anybody. And as long as you're being yourself, you can stand tall in that and just put your foot down, lay down your boundaries, and be fine. Because what I'm seeing here from this is you're tired out because you've been wearing a mask. Hey, I've been bending over backwards. I've been jumping through all these hoops for, to make you comfortable. And you still griping at me. Like, what? Look, it's, you see, you're gonna get griped at either way. So just be yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's easy. Easy. Yeah, all right. So, yep, don't pay attention to the small details. You're focusing in on small details a little bit, and it's paying attention to small details at the expense of the great, at the expense of the big picture. And from what I said, from looking at all of this stuff, from getting hung up on, trying to hide, or not even be able to decide how you truly feel because of wearing all these masks and sort of trying to frantically get things done, sort of like this PTSD response. I'm flying around trying to get everything done and please everybody all the time. and it's still not pleasing them. That's sort of, and that's what the wolf is here to tell you guys. It's just you stand in your power. You're fearless. You walk your own path. You blaze your own trail. It's not. It doesn't matter if you're trying to abide to this template, to this way of doing things. And I'm not saying be stubborn or be arrogant or tell people you know everything to do, but it's just when you find yourself able to take your own road, you do that with confidence in your own creations, with your own path. And you don't fixate on all the little details of stuff. It's we've got to have that ability to walk forward gracefully, one foot in front of the other with confidence. With confidence, not arrogance. There's a difference between those two. All right. So let's see what else we have to say about this. Oh, okay. All right. Gosh, both of these are just kind of dark tonight. What's going on, everybody? We just had a full moon. I guess we're sort of reestablishing all of our energy and stuff. But here we got the Queen of Cups in reverse. And again, look, we've got some kind of disconnect from our emotions. We're wolves. We're having a hard time. We're having a hard time being emotionally honest right now. That's all I gotta say. Let's see, what kind of advice do I have for my wolves out there? Because it's not always... You have to be careful who you open up to and who you're actually emotionally honest with. I hate to say that because I'd love to sit here and say, oh, it's all rainbows and sunbeams and butterflies, and you can be as honest as you want emotionally. You know, it's depending on who's around you and what their intentions are and what kind of environment you're in. I don't know. There might be a very good reason for you being guarded right now, my wolves. So let's see if we got an advice card for you here. Let me see. Okay. Oh! All right. Well, 3 flew out. Let's see how this goes. Okay. All right. So we're needing to reconnect to, you need to identify the things in your life that you're grateful for right now. And that's going to open your heart chakra up a little more. It's that is the key to, it's the most beautiful human emotion pretty much out there. Being grateful, identifying. So it's a great grounding exercise too. It's identifying what in your life, and that's easy. If you're watching this video, I guarantee you can name me 10 things you can be very grateful for right now. You're not picking flies out of your eyeballs, are you? So it's just, there you go. Start with that. Okay. So here we go. Acceptance and wisdom. So whatever wisdom that you've worked hard to attain here, and this it sounds like it's a rough emotional run. It's a rough emotional run, something you feel guarded about, something you feel like you're keeping to yourself. And you gain a lot of wisdom from that, from having to be your own witness with that. And you need to be able to accept that it's sort of, and also accept the support from the spiritual realm. If you're in touch with your guides, or even just a little bit, or you just got your signs, your synchronicities, accept that support. Don't get frustrated with it, push it away, because I also know this from personal experience, wolves. It's just, sometimes you're just tired and you're just like, I just want to go back to the way things were before, when I didn't see a message in everything I look at. But guess what? You can't go back to sleep. All right? Take that wisdom and use it to open your heart. Look at this pretty green. Open your heart. Okay, wolves. So, it's, we need to find our path to open our heart, to be more emotionally honest, first and foremost with ourselves. Once we're honest with ourselves about our emotions and how we truly feel about things, we're able to be honest with everybody else around. Okay? And my owls, something, you got a bad habit going on, guys. There's some kind of bad habit that you need to give up that's really in your way right now, that's really obstructing your path. So, whatever that may be, I don't know, but please, you are not a victim. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. We had the owl and the wolf. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this will be my first official template on YouTube, and I really enjoyed it. All right. Love everybody. Have a great night. Thank you.